Let's say you want an Owl of Spring, but you only have $100. What do you get? The Tony Studio TnAlice. The Tony Studio TnAlice is an AVA layout leaf spring mounted keyboard. Essentially a discount Owl of Spring, but made of CNC acrylic. The packaging for the keyboard is simple. It's just a box that says Tony Studio on it, and there's the case I bought. Actually, I already had a OwlLab PCB and a FR4 plate for it, so I didn't need the PCB and plate and any of the foams. So, it's just a case. The build process was a bit difficult, especially like I transferred it from a stacked acrylic aloe spring to the TnAlice case. So that's why I didn't have to rebuild the entire thing again. But anyway, here's a quick time lapse of the build thing I did back then. It's a bit bad in quality, I know, but the best I got for footage of the build guide. Here's a sound as of the original build config. That keyboard was my magnum opus, the thing I was proud of. Like I spent months and months just to perfect it. And that's why my first ever keyboard that I brought to a meetup was actually that keyboard, the one I built at TnAlice. But sadly, there's always a bad side to these things. As much as I love the TnAlice, the daughterboard parts always break so easily. The top case is super near to the USB connector of the daughterboard that it ends up actually ripping out the USB-C port of the daughterboard, and that's my main gripe with it. Honestly, that's the big thing with this case, is breaks daughterboards frequently, especially if you mod it. Plus the screws are a bit of a hassle to work with since like the bottom screws are too big for the brass inserts. Even with all of those issues, I still had fun typing on it since it's super bouncy even with the replacement PCB and daughterboard I bought. My config actually ended up sounding good. My PBT keycaps, rack callows, FR4 plate, and plate foam only config. Anyway, take a listen. This keyboard is what I call painfully fun. It is fun when everything works, but then when something doesn't work, you'll have to deal with proprietary cabling, proprietary everything, just to get it fixed. Which I think is too much of a hassle for newbies in the hobby to deal with versus someone who's more experienced dealing issues like this. So, I'd probably get myself a Mosgeek M6, Acco ATR Alice, Fancy Alice 66, or if you're in the Philippines. And that is it for the TnAlice review. As much as I love the keyboard, I really cannot recommend it to beginners and most people aside from the ones who can handle issues like I mentioned. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also tell me where I can improve in the comment section. Thank you for watching an Only Boys video.